tremble, and I wouldn't know why or what caused it. And sometimes I thought I was going crazy. So, at home when it's time to go to sleep, I don't sleep much. I may sleep for 3 hours, wake up for 10 minutes, and sleep another 3 hours. So I just don't know what's going on right now. There's multiple things. Sometimes all over the place.
So that must be very hard on you to be so overwhelmed and to not be getting much sleep.
It is very much so.
So I'd like you to tell me about a time when your hands were sweating and shaking and you were feeling overwhelmed while you were at school.
I was, I think, thinking about what we had to do at school that evening. Sometimes when it's time to take a test or do a presentation and I have to stand up in front of the class, I get real nervous. But then when I'm thinking about that, I also get nervous about what's going on at home. So it's like I have multiple issues, multiple things to deal with all at once. And I feel overwhelmed.
I can understand that. Tell me about your sleep issues. Are you like, how many hours a night do you think you're sleeping?
Maybe six, or close to seven, but it's not a consistent sleep. It's always interrupted.
Interrupted, what do you mean by that?
Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night real panicky, like something will cross my mind, or I'll jump up and the same situation takes place. I feel panicky, and my hands tremble sometimes, and it's just interrupted sleep, and I feel the need to get up, and I'll stay up maybe a few minutes, 10 minutes. I'll stare at the ceiling and then fall asleep again, and then maybe 3, 4 hours later, I wake up again.
And are you able to get back to sleep when you wake up?
Yes, I
Okay, so I'm hearing the overwhelming and the no sleep. Sounds like you have a good bit of anxiety. Why are you here? What do you expect to um, achieve?
Well, because of the anxiety, I was taking a class at school, and it talked about therapy. I think it was an introduction to therapy. I can't remember the exact course, but in talking to some of my classmates, they suggested maybe I talk to a doctor. And in speaking to my physician, he suggested I come in, and he recommended you very highly. And basically, I'm here because of the sleepless nights, the anxiety, the fearfulness that I have of death. And I just want to find out what you can do to help me make my life better, make it more meaningful, so that I don't feel the way that I feel about myself.
Tell me a little bit about this fear of death.
I feel that if I die, I won't be here to take care of my kids nor my husband. I fear that if my husband dies, he won't be around to take care of me and the kids, and I'm deathly afraid of my kids dying. If one of my kids were to die, I don't know what I would do.
Okay. All right. So, your current living situation, you're living with,
My husband and our 4 kids, they're still at
okay.
home.
And I know you said you had a bachelor's degree and you're looking to get into teaching.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you're doing right now? Are you teaching?
No, actually, I have a substitute job waiting for me, but I've been dragging my feet about getting out of the house to accept the job because of the fear and anxiety that I have. But I'm working on my credentials right now, postgraduate, and once I'm credentialed, then I'll be able to start teaching. But I'm afraid to substitute right now, so it's the fear and anxiety is causing problems, and not just my private life, but what could possibly be my professional life.
Okay. What do you feel when you think about going to teach?
Nervous, afraid that I won't be good enough, I'm afraid of what I look like. I'm afraid of what other people might say about me. I'm afraid of what the students may say about me because I picked up weight. I've battled with weight issues my entire life, and I'm not happy with the way I look. So that's
Have you had an immediate weight gain? I see that you said on here that you circled gain. So do you have an immediate? Tell me a little bit about your weight
yes. My
gain.
my weight fluctuates when I'm nervous. Eating is uh, comforting to me, so I'll find anything in the house to eat. And sometimes I'll get up in the middle of the night and go and get something out of the fridge that I shouldn't eat, and I hide away so nobody sees me. But I eat to, I guess, make myself feel better. But once I pick up the weight after eating so much, I don't feel better.
Have you ever been diagnosed in the past
No,
with anything?
no.
Is this your first time with a
My
therapist?
first time, miss me.
Okay. All right. Do you have a good support system at home? I
For the
know you
most
said that
part,
you're overwhelmed with the children and you do everything, but do you feel supported by your children and your husband?
well, no, because everybody's into their own lives. My husband works; he's the breadwinner right now, and my kids are into sports and activities. And sometimes when they're at their events, I don't want to go there because of the way I feel about myself. So, uh, again, at one point it was all about them, but now it's beginning to hinder and hamper my support for them because I feel anxious and nervous and afraid most of the time.
Does being anxious and nervous um, stop you from leaving the house? I know you're telling me you're not wanting to engage in the the teaching or the sporting events, but are you able to take care of the regular household things?
Yes, my house is meticulous. I'm a very good homemaker. I've learned that from an early age to take care of the home, take care of the kids. But as time goes on, it's the house is in order, but my life's not in order. My kids are in order, but it's my life that's falling apart. And I find it difficult sometimes to go to events. I have to force myself to go to events to support them, and it's just it's been rough right now.
I hear, I see you talking about difficult thinking. Tell me about the crying spells.
That's it's difficult to explain because I could be watching a movie or cooking or spending time with the kids when we do have time, and all of a sudden I'll feel the sadness that comes over me, and I have to get up and leave the room or go someplace, and I'll just
Uh
start
huh.
crying for no reason, and I can't explain it, and
Yes.
that I don't understand, and that's why I think I need help because there's things going on